Hey there, everyone. This is the first episode of the Great Nerdcast. I'm your host, Logan, or Roxas Alucard, or Skydex Gaming, or that guy on Twitter, or Commander Norm on Xbox, or KH Fan on PlayStation, or whatever you want to call me. I don't care at this point. And I'm joined by Joseph. That's
Is
you.
that my cue? Okay. Well, he just said my name. Joseph or Slaughter Gamer 247 on YouTube, Twitter. I think Reaper Gaming on Twitch. Slaughter Gamer 678 on Xbox, 789 on PlayStation. It might be flipped. Don't know. But Logan, take it away for the rest of it.
And we have a special guest joining us today, and his name is...
Hola, señores. My name is Alec. No, I'm named called by Zil by my online friends. I am Hispanic, and I do not know what the fuck I am doing in my life. So,
Good job, Alec. Anyways, let's ignore Alec for the rest of the podcast, and
Oh,
I'm joking, Alec.
Jesus.
I'm joking, Alec. Anyways, today we are going to be talking about, on this podcast, talking about video games. And the best kind, the retro kind, or the modern day kind. Right now, our topic is first-person shooters. Joseph, I got a question for you. What is the first-person shooter?
First-person shooters like Call of Duty, Destiny, Halo, Apex, Titanfall. Basically, anything that you can see your weapon and that's all you see, that is a first-person shooter.
Yep. But the true question is, what is the first-person shooter game?
wait. So you're saying what's the first one that ever came out?
Yes.
The first one that ever came out,
Came
I
out?
think you said, was that Cube one from a
Uh,
college student?
Yes, the first one was actually from a college student called Maze War. Created
Maze
in-
War, there it is.
Created in the early 1970s, according to Polygon, Maze War was developed by a high school students during a NASA work-study program and later expanded upon when they went to college. Don't know where they're at now, but hey, they were
Good for
kind of
them.
first- Good for them. And if you
They
listen to
basically kind of set a platform up for the industry of first-person shooters.
yeah, like Doom and Wolfenstein or Wolfenstein.
You know what? I forgot about Doom.
Do not forget about Half-Life and Quake and Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those too.
Yeah. Anyways, today's topic, we are talking about first-person shooters, what we know about them, how that we were introduced about them, and lastly, we will be talking about a specific game that we have chose for today's podcast. So, Joseph, how were you introduced into first-person shooters?
So I was introduced into first-person shooters. Wow,
It really takes a lot out of you to just think it out, huh?
So the first time I ever played a first-person shooter was back in 2005. I know that sounds like it's almost 20 years. Wow, it is almost 20 years ago. Damn.
That's about 18 years ago.
Just having realized, like, wow,
No,
that's almost 20 years ago.
it's 19 years ago right now.
No, if you said it's 20...
Oh,
it's
sorry.
been
No, you're right.
2005.
You're right. It's 18 years right now that since the first time I've played a first-person shooter game, which was Medal of Honor, was the first one I've ever played.
The first...
Oh,
sorry.
and when I got introduced to it, it was I was over at a friend's house, and he had it, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's this?" And he goes, "You've never played this?" And I'm like, "No, I actually haven't played really much of anything." And he popped it in, and when we first played it, it was one of the Medal of Honor games. It was World War II era, Because at the time, I think there was no modern. In 2005, there was no modern day FPS game at that time. So, yeah, that was the first one I ever played. Excuse me, sorry.
The first game that I have ever played would, funny enough, be Halo. I ended up getting to play Halo around not that much longer than Joseph, maybe 2006-ish. My brother-in-law, before he became my brother-in-law, brought his copy of Halo over, and me and my dad used to play it all the time. To this day, I still play with my dad every once in a while on Halo, but not as much as I used to. And I've played other games since. Like, Joseph introduced me to Call of Duty, mainly Black Ops 3, because that was the one that I got introduced to first. I didn't play a lot of Call of Duty games at all.
Yeah, I think that was the first one you ever played.
Yeah. And Alec.
Yes.
what first person shooter did you play back in the day? What was the thing that brought you into being able to play first person shooters?
Well,
What got you hooked?
so when I was young, when I was about like 4 or 5 years old, my father got me into playing the original Halo 2 on co-op campaign, doing the mission what's it called? The Index on Halo 2. I remember that easily because he introduced me to the game. And down the lines, he's always asked me to play with him. But the main thing that got me into FPS was Halo 3 more. Because it would be me and my father playing that game every single day when I would come home from middle school, from elementary or kindergarten, and him and I would be playing that game every single time, every single day. That would be when I would go visit him for visitation rights. So I still have fond memories about it, but to this day I've stuck with FPS genres for the rest of my life. It's still a part of my life, and I will always remember it and cherish it for the rest of my life.
Nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Similar to Alec, like I mentioned before, I used to play Halo all the time with my dad as well. Either like either on the weekends or after school, after I've done homework and all that, we just used to play original Halo, then Halo 3, then a lot of Halo Reach. I
Ooh.
I played a lot of Halo Reach with my dad because that was like the first copy of Halo that I had bought myself. So I was like, "Oh, sweet. I got Halo." It was the best game that, like, in my opinion, Halo Reach was like the pinnacle of Halo, especially since it was still by the original group of Bungie. So it was like of the original group that made Halo, which was their last game, was their last hurrah. I
Yep.
enjoyed every second of it, and
Well,
and it, in my opinion, was like the best Halo game ever. And then Halo 4 came out, and it was like, oh, this is
Okay.
alright.
So, I remember playing Halo 3 with my sister when she got an Xbox 360 from her ex-boyfriend. I remember playing it with her a lot, actually. We were playing Forge a lot when Forge first was introduced. And we used to make a map up and then just try and find each other and hunt each other down and stuff like that. And then her Xbox 360 got the Red Ring of Death, and we were both sad.
Oh, yes. The Red Ring of Death. I remember that song.
the Red Ring of
It
Death. I
sucked.
remember that.
I
For
had
me,
lost...
but my favorite thing of doing the Halo games has to be Halo 3 for me because I have honestly the fondest memories of playing that fucking custom games, ranked Bungie Day events. Holy shit, trying to get Recon. Fuck, those are the good days.
Yeah.
Like Recon almost was the most rarest and hardest almost set to ever get. I remember I had to do every single Vin Master challenge, and they were not easy. They were not easy. To me, I prefer Halo 3 to be my personal favorite Halo game for game wise, out of fun wise, story wise. Personally, Halo 2, story wise for me.
Halo 2 is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
But today we are not talking about Halo.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a later episode.
That'll be on a later episode. We're actually going to be talking about Call of Duty today.
Yeah.
And the person with the most knowledge, Joseph, take it away, please.
Okay, so everybody knows what Call of Duty is, obviously.
But let us know if we don't.
And if you don't Call of Duty, and if you've been living under a rock for your entire life, Patrick Starr, in latest news, I don't know, everybody's been hearing this whole thing going around, and it's been going on actually for quite a few years now. Activision Blizzard is now a total combination now of Activision and Blizzard Entertainment, which Blizzard is known for World of Warcraft. But we're not talking about World of Warcraft. We're talking about Call of Duty. So,
COD.
Blizzard got introduced to the Call of Duty series, I want to say with Modern Warfare 1 2019 when they rebooted it. I had to get a drink of water, sorry. And so, shut up.
We're sponsored by water.
Water. Your basic necessity. So, basically, let me readjust myself here.
We're sponsored by
basically-
Tempur-Pedic.
Shut up. Basically, Blizzard joined Activision during 2019 to co-make Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Well, here recently, Microsoft wanted to buy Activision. And there was a company, I cannot remember the name for the life of me. I'm trying to see if I can pull up the thing here. Ooh. See it. So no, I don't see it. But Activision was bought by Microsoft for $69 billion. Oh, here we go. The FTC, Federal Trade Commission, would not allow Microsoft to buy Activision for, I think, 2 years. I think they tried to get it back in 2021, but they were denied. And so, they, instead of continuing to try, they kind of backed down a bit. And then this year they brought it back up saying, you know what, we want to buy this. What kind of deal can we make? Well, the deal was that Microsoft needed PlayStation and all the other communities and all the other platforms to agree to terms. And I think they needed 2 platforms to agree to terms in order to buy it. And, well, if you think about it, there's no Call of Duties on Nintendo consoles anymore.
No,
the last one I think the last one was the one on the Wii.
No,
Wii U.
I think it was on. Yeah, no. It was on the original Wii. That was Call of Duty Black Ops 1, and there was one for the Nintendo DS.
No, there
just
was
called
one.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay,
There was one
Alec,
that was.
You were wrong on that one. Actually, and Logan was going to say it. There was one for the Wii U, and it was Black Ops 2, and I think it was Modern Warfare 3.
It was 2. I know that there was 2 that were on the Nintendo Wii U. I will probably have to double check on my work on that, but Call of Duty.
Okay. The two games that were on the Wii U were Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
And then, if you want to go into technical, the Wii had Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 1, World at War, and Call of Duty 3.
And the Wii U can play all the Nintendo Wii games. So technically
Yep.
speaking,
Yes.
all the Nintendo Wii games that were on the Nintendo Wii that were Call of Duty were also on the Wii U. So, yeah.
And, there is a Call of Duty out there that I don't think anybody knows about.
What do
And
you mean?
actually, there's actually 2 of them.
Enlighten me.
Hold on. Okay, there's 2. Okay. So, there's 2 Call of Duties that have never really been a big thing, and nobody really talks about them because they kind of just faded off into the distance. On the PSP, yes, I'm going old school. PSP.
You're kidding.
On PSP, there was a Call of Duty game called Call of Duty Road to Victory. The other Call of Duty that everybody probably has heard of, but has never really played it, and I will consider myself one of those people that I've never really played it, was
Bye-bye.
for the PS Vita. Now, this one's interesting because this is a actually very famous title for Call of Duty, the Call of Duty franchise. Was Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it too.
Exactly my point. Nobody's heard of this. It came out in 2012. The PS Vita had Call of Duty Declassified, while the PSP had, I want to remember the name of it, Roads to Victory, which was just Call of Duty. It didn't say, I didn't have 1, 2, or 3. It just said Roads to Victory. But out of all the different titles of Call of Duty, I think my favorite are the 2 new ones that came out, and it's the 2 new Modern Warfare series. I actually enjoy those. I know that a lot of people are going to give me hate for that because, it's taking over the original style. But bear with me here. Modern Warfare 2, the old one,
Ooh.
Ghost dies in that one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But in the 2022 version, he doesn't. So I'm happy. Not only that, but the Ghost in the newer ones, he is way more badass than the ones from the older version. So I don't know if anybody knows this, but there are 23 installments for Call of Duty.
And that's a lot of Call of Duty that I have not played except for up to maybe Black Ops 2 to the recent ones. I have not played any of the original ones. Nor any of the, nor any of the ones that are on, the Nintendo Wii or Wii U, which I heard Nintendo Wii ports are the bad versions of certain games. Don't ever play the Nintendo Wii ports.
Don't.
So, I want to ask Logan and Alec here.
Go ahead.
When did you both first start playing Call of Duty? I know Logan, you kind of mentioned it in the beginning, but I wanted a little bit more of an in-depth kind of explanation. What was the first time you guys played Call of Duty, and what is your favorite one out of the ones you've played?
The first Call of Duty game that I have ever played would be Black Ops 2 on the PlayStation 3. And bear in mind, this was when I was, I believe I was a sophomore in high school. And like I said, it was on the PlayStation 3. My friend Colin had a copy of the game. and him and I went over to my sister's place. We played the game on my PlayStation 3, and that was essentially it. That was the first time that I've ever really played Call of Duty. But the first game that I have owned would be Black Ops 3 for the PlayStation 4. And that one was what I believe Joseph had introduced me on playing a little bit, because that one had different mechanics in comparison to Black Ops 2. And coming from a person who is solely a Halo player, I am not used to the controls of other FPS games. It takes me a little bit. I know that I kept on dying, especially since that it threw more mechanics in the game that I'm not used to, like running on walls and doing some parkour shit.
But so out of all the Call of Duties, what's your favorite one?
I would have to probably say, for out of all of them, probably Black Ops 3, because I played the most out of that one in comparison to the other ones. But if we're talking about, like, say, the recent ones that have came out, I would probably have to say, I would have to say Modern Warfare 2. In comparison to, like, say, Modern Warfare or Cold War. Mainly because
Cold War sucked anyways.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
But it, like, in comparison to the first Modern Warfare game, I know that I played that a little bit more than Modern Warfare 2, but I do know that on 2, I know that we've done the craziest and stupidest stuff ever. And I know that in comparison to everybody else, I don't play Call of Duty as much as everyone else. I don't. I really don't. I'm a Halo player.
Yeah.
I play far more Halo than Call of Duty any time of the week. If you talk anything about Halo, I more or less can tell you the whole entire situation, what's happened, like, and give you a whole new handbook. And I could attest that Alec probably knows maybe just as much, or maybe a little bit more than I do. But
I know plenty.
yeah, but it, like, I know that I have done far more crazier and stupider stuff on Modern Warfare 2 in comparison to, like, say, Modern Warfare and, yeah, Cold War. I didn't play it as much, but that's mainly because of the time for my input on Cold War. I didn't play it as much as everybody else. I own the game, yeah, but everybody else has different work times. So it's like me being able to play that game with everybody else is kind of hard to do. So it just varies. It really just varies. So, but for Call of Duty, I would have to probably say Black Ops 3. Hands down 3.
Okay.
Especially with the mods. Especially on mods on PC. Mods are...
Oh, yeah, the mods on the custom maps?
Yeah.
You've gotten it, right?
Yeah, I got Black Ops 3. I just don't have it installed at the moment.
Okay. Now, Alec, for you,
Yes.
what is your first Call of Duty you've ever played? And as of right now, what is your favorite?
Okay, the first Call of Duty I've played back in the day, I will normally at first I will watch my father play the original Modern Warfare 2 when I was a kid. But the first Call of Duty I ever played when I was a kid was the original BO1. I played that game through and through.
You gotta be more specific besides BO1. Not a whole lot of people will understand what BO1 stands for.
Call of Duty, the game that I got into more that got me into playing Call of Duty was Call of Duty Black Ops 1. That's what got me into playing into the Call of Duty games. Because one of my good friends introduced it to me, or was my stepdad who got me into it. He wanted to play multiplayer with me. I'm like, okay, why not? So I played with him, and I didn't know nothing about the game. I didn't know nothing about the story, the guns, or anything, or zombies, nothing. And within like 15 minutes, I kicked his ass as a freaking 14-year-old kid who's in middle school. I didn't know that. And I played it on the PlayStation 3, the original. So, my current favorites, Has to be hot take. Very hot take. I played the original. I played the original MW2 back in the day, but now currently the new one, the new Modern Warfare 22.
It takes the cake.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
because honestly, it's more fun. It's more fun. I have a lot of enjoyments, more customization. Yes, there was some things I don't like with the game, but I just still play just for fun, for shits and giggles with my pals.
Okay. Now here's a big question on. Since that we're talking about Modern Warfare 2, the
new one?
2020, yeah, the new one.
Okay.
What build do you guys usually play whenever you're playing with friends? Not playing competitive,
What?
just with friends. What build?
What
Oh.
build?
Yeah. For me, I would
Like
for
the
me-
weapon build, right?
yeah, the weapon build. I
Alright.
always, and people are gonna probably be cringing at me a little bit. I usually
you
play.
shotgun?
I do shotgun and rocket launcher and grenades. Well, obviously grenades. But um, for me, I usually play with shotgun and rocket launcher whenever I'm playing against Joseph, because that way I can kind of trick him a little bit, and it's worked plenty of times.
He's managed to win. He's managed to win matches using it because I'm not paying attention to it.
And the other and this is a fun shit build that I have, is right shield and machete.
Wow, that's toxic.
So all depending on
The map that you're on.
the map we're on, the people I'm playing with, and stuff like that. I use standard assault rifle with a Merc 4 grip, the pineapple grip, because it gives you better recoil stability. And either a shotgun, pistol, assault rifle, any kind of secondary. Am I good at it? Sometimes I can be good. Sometimes I can be shit. Sometimes I may be good, and sometimes I may be shit. You know, a lot of people think that, and and for shits and giggles, I use when I'm playing with friends, I use the shotguns that can change into explosive rounds, and I use the explosive rounds.
And what about you, Alec?
For me, when I'm playing with friends, normally I would go for a SMG, or normally for fun for friends, shotguns with an extended barrel grip and just dragon breath. Why? Just to be a troll and just piss them off. My backup will be either a SMG or a sniper. Even though I get dominated by others, but when I'm focused, I dominate. I sometimes dominate the entire match with just with friends. Isn't that right, Joseph?
Not always.
Sometimes.
Joseph sometimes doesn't admit it, but there have been a few cases where he's not paying attention and he loses a few matches.
Well, yeah, if I'm not paying attention, I will lose a match.
That's being nice.
But if I'm in game focus, I will win that match because I will focus and make sure I win.
Unless it's Halo. Then he sucks. I'm joking. Joseph's actually a pretty good Halo player. He plays more Call of Duty than anything.
I have never seen Joseph play Halo. Never in my life.
I have. For a little while, Joseph and I and our friend Lane, for a little while, we were playing Halo for a good bit. I was playing with Lane far more on Halo than with Joseph. But we eventually got Joseph a copy of Halo Reach. I think it was me who got him a copy of Halo Reach. I may be wrong.
You gave me a copy of Halo Reach.
Yeah. And he installed it. It took him a while, but he installed it. His response was that he always forgot to install it, which I think he was just didn't want to.
I just didn't have anybody to play it. I didn't have anybody to play it with, so I was like, why install it if I have no one to play it with right now?
Yeah, but there's
Because everybody
me.
was busy.
Yeah, but there was me, and then there was Lane, and then. But anyways, for a good while we were playing Halo Reach, and after that, like, there was a few cases where Joseph was actually holding his own. Like, our friend Lane, him and I were more or less veterans on Halo, where Joseph is the veteran on Call of Duty. So, if we were up against him on Call of Duty, Lane will probably have more of a chance because he plays Call of Duty more than I do, but I have no chance 9 times out of 10. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be...
Lane can hold his own against me in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And our friend David can also kind of hold his own against me. Alec, you kind of hold your own against me if I'm not paying attention, though.
Yes, but you have to understand, I am very, very wary of my surroundings. I do watch, but I do watch the radar all the damn time.
There is times that you're not aware of your surroundings, and you've noticed that I've been able to sneak up on you and find you and go, hello.
Hey, no, yeah. Don't not forget about that. Don't forget about that third person 1v1 where I assassinated you perfectly, and you let out a big squeak.
Because I wasn't paying attention.
That's
that has to be the best. No. It wasn't because of that. It was because me and him were playing that for shits and giggles, just for fun, and we were third person and we had armor plates. For some goddamn reason, I couldn't refill my plates. He could.
Oh no,
I couldn't.
You could. So no, actually, I found out you could. It's just it's glitched on the screen to where it says you only have one.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just glitched. So you could have. Apparently, we found
that
out when we were playing with David.
Yeah, I tried it. I tried, but but during the entire time he's like, okay, so how about this? How about this? When you armor bricks, I don't refill mine. I'm like, okay, cool. That is actually, honestly, the best thing you could ever say. And for some reason, him and I would always dominate. But I still remember when I would always hit him with a bolt action, just from quick peeking every time. He would get so mad. You get so mad because of that. Because I will always hit you in the dome. Just from quick peeking with a marksman rifle. If you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, those are good days.
But as I was saying, Joseph is the veteran on Call of Duty, where in comparison, where he could beat almost every round on Call of Duty because he's a freaking tryhard. Let's be completely honest.
You're not wrong.
But when it comes to Halo, it's more or less even. I beat him on Halo far more than I can ever get a win against him on Call of Duty. For a little while, he was getting better on Halo. He was able to get a few kills. Out of, say, 3 out of 25. But it's good. It's good. He does good. In my opinion, it really just depends on the map and the situation that you're playing in. Some people have a bad day. Some people have a map advantage. If they know everything on a map, then that's also another thing. That's the one thing that I also hate about first-person shooters, and why I also kind of prefer Halo more than Call of Duty. Halo, you start out as equals. Call of Duty, especially the newer ones, depending on the loadout, depending on the map, depending on the whole entire situation that's transpired, if you have a certain build and you know the certain map where everything is at, you're good. But if you have a crappy build and you don't know the map, you're screwed.
Yeah.
We're on Halo, the maps are more or less kind of the same but also different. In the sense of everyone starts out as equal. Yeah, there's weapons on the ground that you can pick up. But
they're same, but different.
Well, I mean, like say on Halo, you can have like say starting out with like say a pistol and an SMG. But that's what everyone, and that's the startup build, and you don't change depending on the type of game mode that you're playing. And even then, it's not that much different. Or in comparison to like say Call of Duty, oh yeah, no, you can switch in comparison to whatever load and setup that you want. If you have an OP setup, especially on the newer ones, you have it made in the ballpark. You're good. You're great. That's the one thing that I am slightly annoyed with. But this is coming from me as a Halo player, not as a person who's played Call of Duty, like as much as Joseph has and as much as Alec has. This is coming from a person that's kind of from an outside perspective.
I'm
That
on the
is-
outside.
That's totally that's totally understandable because I had to get used to everything from Call of Duty because I used to mainly the Halo games, so everything about it, like campaign, multiplayer, everything about them.
Don't
But
lie, you know you used to play Destiny 2 all the time.
Well,
well, I still
Destiny-
play it because
Yeah, but Destiny
I-
is also made by the same people that did Halo. The original
Yeah,
Halo.
Bungie.
Yeah, it's made by Bungie. So the gameplay mechanics, to an extent, are similar. They're the same pedigree.
okay,
But-
I would like to just crown that, but yes, but they did change everything about it.
No, yeah. No, I said same pedigree, not the same thing. They're
Oh, yeah.
under the similar pedigree.
Same but different.
Like, okay, so same company for the first few Halos. Okay, they took some ideas from the original games, they implemented it on the newer one, changed some of the stuff on the layout, revamped it. There you go. It's more or less kind of how I like the easiest explanation on some of the stuff. So like say, if you ever get like say the on Destiny 1, I never played Destiny 2, but Destiny 1, I know that there was a vehicle that you can get that was kind of like a motorcycle or a hover bike or whatever. That's essentially
Halo.
it's essentially just like one of the vehicles from Halo. You're riding the Ghost from Halo.
Yeah.
So like you can get where I'm getting at on that. Like okay,
Yeah.
there's some similar stuff, but they're different. Okay, that's fine. I like different.
Same but different.
And that, yeah, to a degree, that's also the kind of the same thing with the newer Call of Duty games. Like, yeah, people are going to be giving it flack. It's like, oh yeah, it's not the same as the originals. The original ones are better. That's always going to be the same case. That's always going to be the same thing with any game that comes out, unless it's a remake or anything. Like, say, Mass Effect. A lot of people were upset with the Mass Effect remake for one specific reason. And it's mainly on Mass Effect 2 and 3 for one character that they censored on.
Shepard?
No.
Who?
No, there's a character in the game, like, and I'm sorry for some of the audience that may find this kind of dumb. And yeah, this is very dumb, but also very funny, but people are also just very slightly perverted. They removed a lot of the ass shots for one of the characters in the game. For me, I could care less. It's just the game. I like it. I don't care. And the character's name, Miranda. And the big reason why that in the game, they specifically said, oh yeah, she is, like, she was enhanced to the peak of physical condition and everything about her. She's the, like, has the perfect body, the whole entire thing. The whole entire Big Bang shebang. And they say it on Mass Effect 2, on the whole entire reasoning. It's like, oh, okay, so she is genetically been made to be perfect. Yet that also gave the creators be like, oh yeah, here's some scenes where it's like, oh yeah, here's a full moon of her in the scene. I can understand why they removed the scene to a degree by bringing up the camera to be over that whole entire aspect. I get it. I understand it. But a lot of people are upset about it. I don't get it. It's just one small detail.
Yep.
Where other games, they change everything about it. Like you mentioned about a character on Ghost, on like the character Ghost. He dies in one of the original games. In the remakes, he's alive. Are people upset about that? They probably were, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm sorry I went on a tangent, but it's true. I don't know. Like, some people try to find a reason to, I don't know, give flack on certain games. And I get it, but at the exact same time, I don't get it. It's kind of dumb. And that's with any game.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on that, Joseph? Not necessarily on that, but what's your opinions on some stuff? So, say you mentioned earlier that one of the characters, his name is Ghost, right?
Ghost, Simon Riley, which is Ghost. He was killed in the original Modern Warfare 2 after the mission that you recovered a database, and you and Roach were going back from the mission, and General Shepard comes out of the helicopter, shoots you, then shoots Ghost, and then burns you both alive. Well, the problem with that is that everybody was pissed off at that. They killed off the most favorite character and all that. And, so basically when they had it to where Ghost came back, the way they reintroduced him was pretty sick. It was when Warzone, the original Warzone on Modern Warfare 2019 came out. They had added Ghost back into the game by giving him a mission in Verdansk, and he was coming out of the shadows. I think it was pretty cool when they introduced him. Do I like his new look? Not really. I do kind of like the look, but I don't like the look at the same time. In Modern Warfare 2019, the look was pretty but in 2022, Modern Warfare 2, it wasn't that bad. They actually gave it a little bit more of an aesthetic feel to it. What I want to know is, in the mission that you're in Mexico, dealing with the Mexican cartels, why did they put sunglasses on Ghost when he has that mask? I don't know.
They probably thought it was funny.
I didn't find it funny.
It's kind of like similar to there's a video game that was made by Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear Rising, where one of the main character on that one, his name is Raiden. He's, if I remember correctly, he's in Mexico. You see him appearing wearing nothing. Like, his whole entire body is literally just that of a robot. He's a cyborg. Like, his whole entire body is just like metal armor. But you see him come out of the camera with a sombrero and a poncho. And he says and goes up to one of the characters, like random NPCs or civilians, like, hola. And he walks away. And this guy looks pretty badass. Like, his bottom jaw looks like a metal skeleton. Like his whole entire jaw is that of, like, literally just like a metal skeletal jaw. Like, it's like he looks like he's becoming a Terminator. Like, like on Terminator where like some of the scenes where you see the mechanical pieces coming out of his flesh.
Yeah.
It's like that, but in slight reverse, where like most of his body is mechanical except for his head, where it's literally just a head with hair. Like, everything else is mechanical in his jaw. But his head is the only human part intact. Yet he could still feel pain. So,
Yeah, which is surprising for me.
wait, what?
Which is surprising for me, just for him to feel pain.
I mean, they have to make it so that you can feel stuff somehow. So putting pain receptors is probably able to help out with feeling like actual touch and still give you like some form of sense. But that's
I mean, you have a health bar, so obviously you have to get damaged somehow.
Yeah,
True.
it's a hack and slash. Anyways, back to Call of Duty. You were saying that Ghost had glasses on his helmet.
No, add glasses in mission. Like, he had glasses on, and for some reason, I'm sitting there like, why does he have glasses on? And some of the most funniest things that happened when Call of Duty first came out, Modern Warfare 2, was that mission, actually. I experienced this. This was funny. Ghost was standing in the corner, and I kind of pushed up against him, and he phased through the wall. And I turn around, and he's no longer there, and I'm like,
I
where did you
remember
go?
that. I
I'm
remember
like,
that.
where did he go? And I'm like, where'd he go? And I'm like, did he just turn into an actual ghost? And I kind of poked my head around the window, and he's standing outside the window. And he's sitting there, like, still shooting at the enemy. And I'm like, Ghost, what are you doing? How did you get out there? And then I sat there for a minute longer waiting, and then he started shooting at the enemy, and then he fell. He fell down, and I'm like, okay, I don't understand this. Why is he... Where'd he go? And so I went and started doing the mission a little bit more, and I got to where you were running from the RPGs and stuff like that, and the mission would not continue.
Oh, I remember this. I was there watching you.
Because Ghost is still left behind. And I'm like, what the hell? And so every time I got too far away from Ghost, the mission would fail. Not even fail. I would die randomly. Like, I would act like I was one-shotted by something that was so powerful that it would go through plates and everything and kill me instantly. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
So you essentially got killed by a rocket, but with a small bullet.
It was like a small bullet, and then sometimes it was an RPG hitting me on the side or something like that. And then I, like, come to find out, Ghost is all the way back where he fell off the roof at, and he's stuck there because he can't get out of there. And so I'm like, so am I not going to be able to finish this mission? After a while, I watch Ghost just teleport in front of me. And I'm like, what the hell? And it scared the crap out of me because when he teleported in front of me, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Sometimes game mechanics is just dumb.
Yeah, I remember that. He was mad. He would not stop. Like, he would be like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I constantly dying? Bro, look at this. Every time I leave, I die. Is there a sniper up there? Is it an RPG? What the fuck is killing me? That's all he was saying. I'm like, dude, just get good.
Just get good, dude.
Yeah, that's how I told him.
Words of
he looked
life.
at him, he looked at me and said, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
It's essentially saying, GG no re, get good, bro. Like, what the hell?
Good scrub.
Yeah. Now, since that we've talked a lot about Call of Duty, talked about the different aspects on the game and similarities to other games and a few other things, are you guys looking forward to Modern Warfare 3 that's coming out?
Actually, yes. I read somewhere that...
I mean, obviously we know that Joseph is going to be excited, but go on, Joseph.
Yeah, of course.
So, Modern Warfare Season 5. Season 5 is going to be coming out here shortly in like 15 days or so. And with that, within like 15 days or so, we have a teaser reveal for Season 5, which I don't know if anybody has ever seen it yet. I'm not going to spoil it. But on here it says we got Warzone and DMZ equipment. We got some new stuff coming in. We got weapons and more. It looks like there's a new pistol coming in. I think it's called a 2011, which is basically just a double stack 1911. And an MCX, basically the M13B, but a submachine gun variant.
Interesting. Go on.
But on the side, it says new reveal event, Modern Warfare 3. So I read into the Modern Warfare 3, and they're allowing everything from Modern Warfare 2, operator bundles, weapons that you've unlocked and customized, all of it is getting transferred over to Modern Warfare 3. Now, a lot of players actually are mad about it because they don't want it to transfer over.
Why?
But yet they complained that in Modern Warfare 2, they didn't transfer over any of their skins and stuff like that from Modern Warfare 1. Which, okay, I understand if you're going to get upset with Modern Warfare 1 not transferring to Modern Warfare 2. But now you're, like, saying that you don't want it to transfer from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3.
People
A little bit
don't
of
make no
teasers.
sense.
People make no sense.
Nope, he
And
would make
then-
no sense.
Another thing that I saw was that the customization options you can get, it's no longer just weapon customizations.
What?
And perks are now no longer perks, they're equipment upgrades. So you can
Ooh.
change your gloves to be fast reload, scavenger, recon, anything like that. And you can change your vests to take a certain type of material to protect you from different types of bullets. I think that's pretty cool.
So it's essentially them. If you get, like, say, the glove to help you reload faster, it's essentially the more times that you reload, the more pings that you get, the more pings that you get, the more FPS that you get, the more FPS that you get, the more times you can reload, and it FPS as in like first person, not first person shooter, but frame per second.
We're not going through this again, Logan.
If people don't know, I was referencing the Russian Badger.
Russian Badger.
So, but he does have a point, though. Even though that video was a dumb skit, it is still a point. Some people have made it into a science. We're like, oh yeah, you gotta have, like, say, the best cosmetics to be able to make it so that you could do all the stuff, especially if the game is given it so that you have faster reload time or something. It, to a degree, that does make sense. But at the exact same time, it's like, why? Why add more stuff to make the game even more frustrating for other players to fight other players?
Exactly. You know, adding all that stuff, I think it's pretty cool that they're adding some more equipment upgrade stuff.
Like,
I hope the mechanics are not crappy.
Like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I say probably have like say the like upgraded like armor and stuff. Granted, I know that they're not going to be doing this. Have that only on custom game modes. So that way that you can play, still get the armor upgrade, still be able to do all the stuff you still able to play with. And probably have a host for like custom servers to be able to play with other people that you don't know.
And you know what? Maybe make DMZ able to be played in a custom game with just your friends against enemy bots.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I would like to play a custom game like that. A Warzone custom game where it's just a bunch of enemy bots, but yet you are a player going up against a bunch of enemy bots for practice for the actual Warzone. So, like, say if Modern Warfare 3 comes out with Warzone 3.0.
Okay.
You know, just saying. You know, if they do come out with that, you know, that would be pretty cool. But I would like to request a few things from Activision on this. Make it to where you can make private games with your friends and play with bots on that. Add customization upgrades such as the armor upgrades that I mentioned that are coming to multiplayer. Maybe add that to DMZ and Warzone stuff because, you know, you're not only fighting against Warzone players, you're also fighting against the AI.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's, like, that is actually similar. Well, like, they could take a similar concept, which Alec may know more on this, and I'm talking about, like, say, Halo 5, where Halo 5 gives you the option, yeah, you can still play with some of your friends, but you can also,
Yeah.
one of the game modes, you can literally, if you're wanting to get, like, practice and get the feel of the game, there's a game mode where, like, you can get up to 4 players be on one team, and then the other team is literally just a set of bots. And you're
That's
able to...
literally Firefight. That's
Yeah.
on Reach and ODST.
Yeah, but this is like an actual game mode on Halo Infinite where is like it's a 4v4. Like, and then there's the online one where you can play with everyone else. And
Okay.
like there's other game modes, which this is one of the big reasons why I like Halo a little bit more than Call of Duty. And I'm not saying that Call of Duty is bad, but Halo isn't afraid to give a little bit to what the audience wants to a degree. In the sense of like, okay, here's some custom game modes that you can play. Make your own maps. Make your own, like, whatever. And, like, yeah, everyone is still going to be more or less, like...
Actually, I want to add a little bit of input with that. The fact that you brought up what the community wants about Halo is giving the community what they want kind of thing, right?
To a degree,
Yeah.
yes.
Somewhat,
To a
yes.
degree. With the Microsoft deal that happened with Activision, Microsoft went in, okay, this is something I didn't even mention yet. Microsoft went in and redid the servers for Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. They went in and they cycled through all the servers and revamped them, basically refixing them. And it made it to where now Black Ops 1 servers are currently active again.
The original old NW2 servers are reactive. BO1 are all reactive.
Now hold on. I think I just pooped myself. But hold on, Alec, you're not actually right. You're actually wrong
How?
right now. So, Yes, they're restarting those servers, but they're not currently active. The only servers that are currently active are World at War and Black Ops 1. They are still working on Black Ops 2 and 3 to get these servers to be a little bit extra oriented, to allow people to join it and play it. And the Modern Warfare series, they haven't fully started their production on it, but they're working on it. And with that being said, they're going to start getting the new stuff up to date, posted and released as soon as they can. So it's going to take some time.
But, we're gamers. We got time. Until when we don't.
That's it. I was done.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done talking now. Go back talking now. I stopped taking the spotlight. Okay. Anyways, back to like what I was talking about on like say Halo with say it's somewhat listening to the community. Modern Warfare 3, I hope that since that Microsoft now owns Activision, which I'm not going to say that it is going to be 100% guaranteed. I'm not going to be saying that at all.
Are you thinking that they're going to put Master Chief into Modern Warfare?
Oh,
No.
fuck's sake. If they do, I'm going to lose my mind.
I would love that if they did.
If they do, they made my new favorite game. No, no, but what I'm getting at is like, I wonder since that Microsoft, yeah, they now own the rights. Now they have the actual company for Blizzard and everything there. I wonder if they're actually going to be making it so that they're actually going to be having the games and having the community be heard. Not just fixing the patches or anything like that, but I mean as in like they're actually going to be hopefully adding game modes and stuff around for the players, for the community.
Like what I just what I just said.
Yeah.
Adding Master Chief into Modern Warfare.
Well, not necessarily. Well, I know that you were just joking on that, and I get it.
No, I wasn't joking. I'm actually serious.
He's actually serious.
Oh.
Add Master Chief into Modern Warfare. I would love to see that.
Only on the Xbox version, though.
Yes, only on Xbox version.
Obviously, only on the Xbox version. And then the people on PlayStation and the people on PlayStation are going to be like, "What the hell?"
It's Master Chief.
And or Windows PC. Windows PC like, specifically.
Why do I hear the Halo 3 theme song? Oh god!
Dun, 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 dun. It's a spawn one. He didn't do shit. One punch to the face, being sent to the galaxy. Oh damn! He got sent to Jupiter.
And if they do actually bring in Master Chief, I wonder if they're actually going to be having like say a small game mode on that, just as like a theoretical like idea. It's like, oh yeah,
Infection.
Yeah, Infection. Add some classic modes from Halo onto Call of Duty. Yeah, sure, it's not going to be the same gameplay. It's not. I already can tell you it's not. But like, oh yeah, if the player dies from a person who's infected, okay, now they're having to help this person get the rest of everybody else. Okay, now you're having to survive. You're the last person standing. Okay, this is going to be a shit fest. And it's going to be hard. Like, I could barely survive against Joseph on Modern Warfare 2. And 9 times out of 10, if I do survive, it's out of pure stupidity. But if it's, like, say, okay, here's an idea. Bring, like, say, okay, here's a Halo map. Okay, yeah, no. I will probably have the map advantage, but he will still have the gameplay advantage.
He will. Yes. For that chuckle,
I would have the tactical advantage.
But that could lead to that could lead to both ways of Either one could probably win. But
Yeah.
it's a matter of time for Joseph to be able to learn the map and be like, oh yeah, no, now I got the map down. I could be able to beat Logan, no problem. That's not going to be... But that will also give me plenty of time to be able to learn the game more on my part, and it will get closer to being even.
Yep.
Would it be perfect? No. But
No.
I can figure out the gameplay a little bit more. If they make it so that I can be able to play as Master Chief, yeah, no, I'm going to be playing that nonstop. Be like, oh yeah, no, this is my perfect skin. I'm going to be playing as Master Chief all the time, all the damn time. That is not going to be a lie, because
I'm going to quit my job and play Master Chief.
I will move out, become a Twitch streamer, and only solely play Halo. No,
You're going to be
but-
an OnlyFans streamer?
Oh,
No, yes.
No.
no.
Yeah. But no.
He said yes. Everybody heard it. He said yes.
And I said, but
Everyone-
no.
Grab your wallet.
Yes. Give me thousands of dollars and I'll fortune a job for you. No.
Fart in a jar, Martin.
Anyways.
I like
damn
the delayed laugh on that one, Logan. The delayed laugh. What the hell is that?
I was coughing.
He was copying.
Coughing, damn it.
Oh, I heard copying. I'm like, huh, copying. You're like,
Yes,
That-
I'm Brock Sampson. I mean, Joe Swanson. I mean, Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Oh, yeah.
nah.
But, if they do that, if they have, like, Master Chief on Call of Duty, yeah, no, that would be my new fake Halo game. I would definitely be down to playing that. And I would definitely give myself an excuse to be like, oh yeah, I'm totally playing Halo. I'm learning the mechanics. Give me a minute. And if it's a map that I know that I could beat Joseph on, then yeah, that would be even better. But tactical advantage and map advantage, gameplay wise, at the end of the day, you're still having fun. It doesn't really matter. But
Yeah. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter.
unless you're Joseph, and only winning is all what matters.
That matters.
That's all that matters.
But it definitely would be a cool idea to have. Are they going to
would,
do it?
honestly.
No. Will they do it? Most likely not.
Mm.
I highly doubt that they will. But it wouldn't
Well-
be the first. It wouldn't be the first oddball thing that they would do on a franchise. I mean, they literally did that on Gears of War, where they added characters from Halo Reach onto Gears of War 5. And that was for a Microsoft only version of Gears of War. Which
Gears
I
of
think
War is
that-
only on Microsoft anyways.
yeah. So I mean, now it's on PC. But it's Microsoft.
I said Microsoft.
Yeah, it's on Steam. Gears of War is on Steam.
It's because it's PC related.
Yeah, but if it's on Steam, people who have a Mac can play it on Mac. Maybe. Who knows? Either way. At the end of the day, it's not an oddball thing that they would have like an Easter egg. Shoot, on Halo 4, well, actually on, like, from Halo 3 all the way up to Halo 4, they had made it so that they had Easter eggs for a web series called Red vs. Blue.
Oh, I love that series.
And they, for a good while, were referencing that show on Halo 4. Like, the whole entire, like, online, for Halo 4, which I think that is no longer online to be able to play the maps on that anymore. Especially on, the Master Chief Collection. I think that's just, like, you can play that solely on digitally. Not well, yeah, obviously digitally, but I mean like have it on your console and be able to play it through that way. One like you have to like find specific boxes and be able to shoot them on the map, and if you shoot that, it'll have the red versus blue like theme song play for like a few seconds, and then them as the characters are in the game, like just based off from audio and being able to just like talking to people, like to like more or less doing what they would like the NPCs would normally do is like, oh yeah, these people are attacking us, we got to get safety type thing, but in their own red versus blue crazy fashion. And I find that pretty cool. And that's not the first time that Microsoft has done that. It's like, yeah, it's not as like crazy as like say Gears of War having Halo characters onto the game. But that's just a skin. And it's also like, oh yeah, Master Chief is on Fortnite. I don't really.
I hate it. 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 Like when they first announced. Well,
I mean,
so I
Ghost and
remember
Captain
when,
Price are on Fortnite now too. I don't know if you knew that.
No, okay. So when Halo Infinite was being promoted by so many things, when I saw the fucking teaser trailer or announcement of Master Chief being in Fortnite, I'm all like, dear Lord, this young generation is gonna look at the Halo games and literally say, and I
Hey,
go,
that's the guy from Fortnite.
They stole big screen spaceman for Fortnite. Fucking Cheetos and copiers, you're gonna get sued. I'm like, I swear to God, if I have a kid and he says to me, Dad, why did he steal them for fun? I'm instantly putting on my shotgun. Say that again.
And CPS is gonna call on you instantaneously if you have a child.
Don't you dare. Don't you
I mean,
dare
like-
start saying that nonsense in my house, boy.
Hey, Dad, I've been playing Fortnite. There's a big green guy with the yellow visor. What's his name? Master Chef?
What?
I mean, Master Chief? Yeah. Oh, you're playing Halo. No, I'm playing Fortnite.
Fucking Halo theme. Dun, 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 dun. What did you say?
Go lock the doors downstairs, son.
Why? Because son, I'm about to teach you a lesson with a belt. Bend
Yeah,
Because
down.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson about a thing or two.
So, and then he pulls out a whole entire whiteboard. So this is Halo.
He pulls on fucking clipboard.
Pulls out
like-
an old Xbox 360, it blows it off, and says, "Hello,
These-
old
no, no,
friend."
No. That's not what he pulls out. The first thing he pulls out first is the original Xbox that came out in 2001. He does it. It's good to see you,
my
old
old-
friend. Son,
It's good.
play
Son,
this.
I'm going to ask you one thing. Would you like to play a game with me?
Imagine his reaction. Really, Dad? Whoa, what are we playing? Are we playing Fortnite? No, son.
No.
Why?
So
We're
what
gonna be
game are
playing-
you guys playing? Oh, we're playing Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Oh, nice. Which one? Oh, we're playing the one on 5. We don't really like it that much. The crawler, we kill the crawlers at the end of the round. You what? Like, I'm gonna get this max ammo. Reload first. You're dead to me.
Dude, just imagine. Oh, who's that guy with the skull face? Is that the guy from Fortnite? All of us. What?
Gotta tie up loose ends.
Boy, I'm going to have to ask you one thing.
What is
Do
that?
Wanna play some Halo?
I gotta ask you one thing first. Do you love your life? Do you like playing video games? I asked you a question, boy.
Yes.
Better
What,
answer.
Dad? Yes, Dad.
You better answer the question, boy.
Yes,
Daddy.
I like.
I'm going to have to teach you a lesson, boy. we're gonna be playing a game called Halo on the OG Xbox.
Isn't that the guy from Fortnite? Smack right before he even says Fortnite.
Don't you dare say that name in front of my house.
House. But Dad, even Fortnite smack instantly. Ow, stop stabbing me. Say that word one more time and I'm sending you down to the basement. Fine.
Say that word one more time, I'm sending you to Jesus.
We at the Great Nerdcast do not, and I mean it, do not approve on violence towards kids. Towards adults, on the other hand.
Towards adults, on the other hand, depending on the
grab
person,
them.
Depending on the
just grab,
situation.
just grab them and yeet them off the roof.
well, honestly, if you have a makeshift cannon that can fit their size and manipulate its body to resize itself to launch a panda-sized person, so yeah, I can launch it.
So to shoot Joseph.
What?
Got it.
What I'm saying is that if you have a cannon, right, and it can and it can manipulate itself to shape and fit the person you're shoving inside. Like for example, me, I'm tiny, I'm small. It can launch me all the way to motherfucking Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
That
you
or
say the
Portugal.
randomest shit sometimes.
Then why am I here?
He's for the amusement. It's fine, Joseph. He's only going to be on episode 1 anyways. It's going to be fun. I'm joking, by the way. If you want to come up on any other episode, that would be cool too. Just
Yeah,
not
I'm
on a
all
regular
for
basis.
it. Oh god damn it! I got all excited. I'm like, you know, fuck this.
Yeah, because you're not a host. Logan and I are the hosts. Logan is the main host. I'm co-host.
Yeah.
I know you're the co-host.
You're just friends with the co-hosts, or with the hosts and the co-hosts.
I am friends. I am brethren with the co-host.
Yeah. So, I guess that wraps up for the podcast. Do you guys have any last words on where we could find you guys?
Joseph, you go first.
Like I said, you can always find me on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. On YouTube as well. I do post videos on YouTube whenever I have actually the opportunities. I need to start posting again.
Same.
I'm also on PC. I don't remember my gamer tag on PC, so as soon as I get that information, I can always give it to Logan and put in like the comment, not the comment section, the description section, as like a side note or something like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. If I need followers, if I want followers, follow me, bud. Follow me. Follow me.
We at the Great Nerdcast are very desperate for followers. Mainly
Pretty
Joseph.
much.
Mainly
Pretty
Joseph.
much. No, mainly Joseph, maybe because if he has followers, he can get bigger and bigger. Like, I have followers now. I'm drumming my belly like a drum.
Okay,
Don't have
Joseph's
a
not
belly.
Joseph's not that fat. He may
No,
be.
I have a dad bod. All right.
See, I told you.
Let's be clear. I have a dad bod.
Okay. If you had a dad bod, then why did you have it all the way through high school?
I'm sorry. That's the best one I've ever heard.
All right, Alec.
You
Any
gave
last
me
words for
reason.
you?
You got him, Logan. You got him. Oh, fuck. I'm crying, motherfucker. Okay, you can find me on fucking on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I normally post it on my Instagram mainly. I do have a Twitch account. On some rare occasions I do stream when I want to, and yada yada. I can just
I swear to God, if you say Destiny 2, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
Yes, I do stream Destiny 2, and some I was like,
I'm gonna
fuck off.
smack the crap out of you.
Yeah, I can't wait
Joseph. Finish, Alec. I know you were just saying that you stream Destiny 2. What is your Twitch name?
It's the exact same thing as my gamer tag. It's I need to brain fart. Fuck me.
Huh.
My Twitch is basically the exact same as my Xbox and my Instagram. I have a link to it. I have a link to it on my profile.
You need
on
to
my
give
Instagram.
them. You need to give them your username, there, buddy. You haven't mentioned it.
Oh, I know. Same. It's 2 G's in my entire gamer tag. Basically, G Godzilla 7424. And just follow me there if you want to watch me do some stupid shit or solo flawless some dungeons, which I'm gonna be doing that for painfulness. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
If anybody wants this Xbox thing, okay, because
Shut the fuck up. No, stop.
His Xbox username is Godzilla 74249.
no, it's Godzilla. All right, it's
Godzilla
It's GODZILL 74249. So if you want to follow him or add him on Xbox, or if you want to do anything with him there, give him a little kiss.
And for his social security number, it's 111
Shut the fuck-
1311. Again, for his social security number, 111 12311.
You guys suck.
You got that wrong. No, it goes 111 12 1234.
Well, maybe or maybe not. I don't fucking know because I am mentally fucking.
And you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and a few other places. My YouTube channel name is Skydux Gaming, which that may change here in a few days. I may be changing it to a different thing, revamping it. Don't know yet, but at the moment it is Skydux Gaming or Skydux. For Twitter, it's that guy on Twitter. On Xbox is Commander Norm. PlayStation is KHFan180. And on Discord, my Discord username is Have You Heard of Final Fantasy 14? And
yeah, it's super weird, by the way. I saw that. I was like, what the hell?
Okay, that's the first time. That's honestly my first time ever hearing your Discord name. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. The funniest one I've heard is something called fucking Tough Taco.
Well, for a while, there's a reasoning for the whole entire Discord name being Have You Heard of Final Fantasy 14 or FF14? FF14 is an MMORPG, which we may go and talk about maybe here in a few later episodes. Who knows? We're still trying to figure stuff out. But
we're still new to this shit. So
yeah. But if you guys like this stuff and we're going to be posting more, give us some ideas on what we should talk about. We might be able to go with that. Anyways, I hope
if
you guys
it's Fortnite,
might.
I just want to say one thing. If it's anything Fortnite related, go and launch yourself in a cannon.
Yeah, none of us like Fortnite.
None of us like Fortnite, but don't listen to Alec.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. You guys are greedy.
Okay. So we don't verbally consent on what Alex says.
Can them out in a cannon? No, I don't consent. I'm just saying as a joke. I just don't like talking about Fortnite at all.
No, I know. But,
Hey, Logan, do you remember that time on Fortnite? I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
Yeah, that time on Fortnite with that one guy and that one time.
Yeah, with the one dude and the one girl.
Oh,
yeah, it was crazy. And
you know, it had two girls and the one.
And Joseph had a Black Widow skin for some reason. I have no idea.
Hey, don't talk about Black Widow.
Bye.
Anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your time. I hope you guys enjoy the whole entire podcast. And if you want more, leave a comment down below and we'll get back to you. Hope you guys have a good rest of your time. Peace.